Hi guys, welcome to our channel. We are here. Ayo? Ayo? Hey!
Where's Dana? Whatever feels natural. Bum, bum, bum. Bum. Did you just burp again?
Ah,
There.
is this working?
Dun,
Okay, it's on! Ayo, let's do this. Come on.
dun, 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 dun. Stop. Get that hair out of here. Get the hair out of here.
Hey, what should I do with this hair? Let me know. I'm growing it out.
Stare at yourself. 3 more seconds.
Okay, so today is a little bit different. We're not doing the vlogging style. We've been getting one specific question
A lot.
a lot. And so, which one is it? I mean, what question is it?
So today we are talking about how do we afford full-time travel, but we're also going to be throwing in 8 things that you can start doing
8
right
tips.
now to prepare for full-time travel, because a lot of you have been wondering how
'Cause
you can do it
If
too.
we can do it, so can you.
100%.
We believe that. Don't forget to share this video with all your amigos and friends. And how you say friends in Japanese?
Tomodachis. I don't
You don't know.
I think those are those little eggs that you would play with, you know. Do you remember
Oh,
those?
the ones that pop out?
Tamagotchis. No, those.
They
Did
come-
you ever have those? They were just like a little egg. You had to like feed it and like take
No
care of
way.
it during the day.
I had a little like animal.
No, I think it is Tomodachi. I think that is friend.
That is friend?
I think so.
Oh, Ayo.
Short answer is
It doesn't happen overnight.
No.
It actually took us 5 years.
Yeah, about
couple
that.
years to even make this even possible.
so we're gonna give like kind of all the nitty gritty details. I'm somebody that if I'm wanting to maybe do something, I want to hear all of that. So here it is for you. If that's not your thing,
Here's
no
the
worries.
details.
Tune in next week for a normal vlog again. So if you are excited about this topic, go ahead and give it a thumbs up right now. It helps to support our channel. And be sure to comment as you're watching to let us know any questions that come up as you're watching it for
And
follow-up.
subscribe.
Don't forget to subscribe, as always. Okay,
So about 5 years ago, I'm a new dad, in school,
full-time
Full-time
college for both of us.
broke as a joke.
Thought, you know what? Let's have a baby while we're in college and have no
yeah.
money. That's a good
We
plan.
recommend that to everyone
everyone.
who's watching this channel.
So we have a couple $100 left to our name. That's it. And we think, you know what?
Broke.
It'd be a good idea to spend our last pennies and buy one-way tickets, because we can't afford round-trip tickets, to take our little family from Hawaii all the way to New Orleans, Louisiana.
Kenner.
Technically Kenner, Louisiana, a little suburb. Anyone from Kenner? Comment below. Give us a thumbs up.
It was a great summer.
Okay, the thing is, so this was all for Daniel to take a job. Here's the kicker.
Here's the part that we're just like scratching our head. It was all commission based, so no salary,
No base pay.
9 to 5, whatever, hourly. It was just commission.
We risked everything. Like,
everything
all the money we
to
had.
go do this.
Just like, of course, it's commission. Daniel's gonna do great. Like, I don't even think we considered, like, wait, we could make no money then.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know how this is gonna go. But luckily, it didn't turn out that way. It was a risk that paid off. So that was
For
something we
sure.
were talking about on the road trip here in Costa
Oh,
Rica,
yeah.
was just like, how are we in this position? Like, I think, for one, we've been really blessed. We've been really lucky, and we're so grateful for that. But I think those blessings have been able to come because we have done some pretty risky things and taken some big chances. So I think there is an element to that you've got to be ready to do some things that might seem a little crazy, and just trust yourself
Yeah,
and
for
trust in
sure.
God that everything's going to be okay if it feels like the right thing to do.
So this job was with a company called Vivint, door to door. Just
Have you heard of Vivint?
knock, knock, knock. If you need Vivint, let me know.
Sponsored by Vivint.
That was kind of the beginning of our journey. The way it would work, it's a seasonal job. So I would go to school, and then in the summertime, go with my family to go to a market, go
Somewhere new
somewhere
every
new
year.
every year. So we did this for about 4 years, and
It was a huge blessing because he would work really hard during the summer, but then it meant during the school year I could be a full-time mom home with Mila once I graduated. Daniel was able to just go to school and focus on that full-time. Neither of us had to work at all during the school year, and we were still able to graduate debt-free from school. And it ended up really paying off.
For sure.
And we're so grateful for it.
It wasn't just me too. It was also you took a risk as well.
So normally we would go do the summer, go back to school. But then we both graduated, and so we went and did the summer, and then it was our first year not going back to school. And it was around the end of that summer that I decided, hey, I'm going to do network marketing. And so network marketing, MLM, direct sales, there's like a lot of names for it. Something I swore I would never do. I'm horrible at sales. It's like does not play to my strengths at all. And everyone was like, okay, why is she doing that? Daniel was like, sure, babe, like, yeah.
Didn't believe much.
Go for it. Have fun.
Yeah.
Nobody thought it was going to be anything, including myself. But again, it was like for me, it was taking a big risk because it's not in my wheelhouse at all. I didn't want to humiliate myself on social media and all that. It's kind of a public thing. Anyway, but I did it. It felt like the right thing to do, and so I did, and it ended up being a huge blessing for our family. Just like completely different, just totally exceeded our expectations. We're really, really grateful for it. And so that became a supplement income so that we could help, savings and all of that. But it was really significant. So much so that even this following summer, Daniel didn't knock doors that summer. He took off because we were so busy. I was so busy with running my business. So that's been contributed to us being able to have the money and the savings to be able to travel full time. I'm not currently working that business anymore. It wasn't the right long-term fit for me. I'm focusing on what we're doing. So I'm retired from that. But but the biggest thing I feel like that gave, besides money, was it helped me to realize and to have the confidence that we can do what we want to do, that we can do kind of crazy things and make it work, and that we can develop the skills and figure things out as we go, because that's how we've done everything we've done up until this point. So the confidence that I gained from that was really, really huge, and the skill set that came with it too. So
can I give you a kiss?
Hey.
So cute.
Okay, so that chapter is closed right now, but the Vivint chapter is still very
alive.
open.
It's definitely open. It's a seasonal thing, like we just talked about. So we can travel, like in the off season. So in the summertime, I can go back to Vivint and make money, right? But this stuff doesn't happen overnight, and so this is the kind of the journey that we took, and kind of the savings and the years of doing commission jobs.
A lot of things kind of needed to fall into place for this. You just have to be kind of in the right place for your life. You need to feel capable as far as the ages of your children and other things you have going on, and jobs and money, a lot of things. And so this is just the right time for us. And it's not that we're traveling full time, like we're retired and never working again and doing this for the rest of our lives. This is the chapter that we're in right now. We're super responsible.
Still working, and we're not just like living off our savings, because
we're not just blowing our whole savings doing this. And I think that's really important too. You want to have money, obviously, to do it and set aside. But for us, we have some, kind of security. I don't know. We have a job to go back to. It's not that Daniel had to quit his job. This is the off season. So next summer, we have a job to go back to. So that will keep earning money moving forward. And then also, we're earning money as we go. And that's through content creation, photography, videography, for brands, companies, things like that as we go. So we're in the stage of building our portfolio. We're still really new to it, but we've been really lucky that some people have taken chances on us so far, so that we can start doing that. And so it helps to alleviate the cost as we're traveling. So now, how can you do this? We've got 8 tips for you. Some of the things we did, some of the things we didn't do, but we wish we did. So So we've got this list for you, things you can literally start doing right now to prepare for your full-time travel adventure.
Tip number 1, determine your why. So why are you traveling? If you're single, what's your purpose if you're traveling? If you're married as a couple,
talk about it as a couple.
What's the reason behind it all, right? There has to be a purpose.
Full-time travel, especially as a family with young kids, it can be really hard sometimes. And you might wonder what you got yourself into. And it takes sacrifice just like
Yeah.
anything else. So you want to make sure that you're doing it with a purpose. And if you're like us, I'm in my 20s, Daniel's barely in his 30s. And so we still have a lot of our life ahead of us. Again, this isn't like the end. This isn't our final chapter. So we wanted to make sure that this was helping to get us toward our long-term goals as family. So
Yeah.
we sat down and talked about it.
So my why, as to why we're doing this as a family, is because I want to end world hunger.
Sat down one night and we were just like kind of figuring out our future. And we were like, okay, like long term, like when we die, what's the thing that we want to be able to say that we were able to accomplish? And for Daniel, it was ending world hunger. For me, it was ending human trafficking. Those are things that we're both really passionate about. And so as we kind of started to figure out the roadmap of how to get to those goals, using social media and having that influence for people living more compassionately, the vegan lifestyle stuff. And then also just for me, this being able to end human trafficking. Again, both these things come down to people and to our choices and to the industries that we are supporting, right? And it's a lot of it is about supply and demand. And so we thought, hey, maybe we can create a community that promotes more love and more unity and more compassion, and help to start to help to lessen the demand for some of the industries that are contributing to these huge problems. So that's a simplified version, but for us, that keeps us really motivated long term to be doing what we're doing.
Tip number 2, practice living on a tight budget and make sure you're saving.
Save that money,
Save
honey.
your money.
This is kind of just a good rule for life, probably, but we want to always be living below our means. And so practicing living on a tight budget, you're going to need to do that on the road. If you've ever been on a trip, you know how quickly expenses can add up while you're traveling. Just a lot of unforeseen things. For example, we're here in Costa Rica. We booked an Airbnb and confirmed it. And then it gave us the actual, the literal directions to it. Totally different location than where we had thought it was and where we were going to be. So I had to cancel it, but there was still a fee, like $57 for canceling it at that point. Booked another one. Then we get here and flights, ferries, no way to get there. It's all flooded out. And so we had to cancel that one too. That one was even more expensive. It was like $360 to cancel that one. And then we had to just book a last minute hotel that was close by, an airport hotel that was like twice as much as what we would normally want to spend per night. So all of that being said, by the way, our hosts were amazing and we're working with them and they are getting that money back to us. They're so awesome. But a lot of things can come up that you aren't expecting while you're traveling. And so it's really important to practice living on a tight budget. And doing so will also allow you to set aside some money specifically for your travels in the future.
For sure. Tip number 3, get your home ready.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? If you own a home, you want to start figuring out ways that you can earn maybe some rental income from it while you're traveling so that you have some income coming in every month. That could mean just getting it ready to rent. We know of a family who we thought they were really clever. They figured out how to kind of divide their home by putting in some walls and doors. And so they turned their one home into 3 income properties just to maximize their income earning potential. So ask a real estate agent or someone and start figuring out kind of the best ways that you can really maximize and figure out, you want to do vacation rentals, long-term rentals, what's going to be the best way to help you earn some money while you're traveling and to cover your mortgage too. If you are renting, we are really glad that every time we got close to buying a home that we didn't. It helped us to really keep our options open and never feel tied down. A lot of the opportunities we've had in our life have been kind of last minute things, and because we've never been too tied down anywhere, we've been able to just pick up and go really quickly and take advantage of those opportunities. And so that's been really big for us, we think, with some of the things that we've been really kind of lucky about.
Tip number 4, start building residual income. So what's residual income? It's just passive income while you're not physically there working
with your home. If you can earn some money there, if you have already built a career, you're probably an expert in something, and so there are ways that you can create courses and really maximize that so that you can earn some passive income online while you're traveling. It could be a course, it could be a fitness guide, an eating plan, I mean, whatever you're an expert in. So if you've got something like that that you feel like could be marketed online that people want to learn about, then definitely look into that. If you want to know how to do that, one of my mentors, Shannon Monson, she's amazing. She's got a really great course on how to create your own
and we'll put her
and
information below as well.
Yeah.
Number 5, and this is actually one of my favorites, is developing photography skills, which I was amazing at, and videography skills, which I'm not great at. I'm still working on it. But developing up a portfolio, because that's going to help you pretty much reaching out to companies or reaching out to like hotels or whatever to kind of pay for your trips.
Yeah.
Which is helpful. We've gotten some work while we've been out here.
You can trade for free accommodations or activities or things like that, and then you can also get paid to do that as on the road. Number 6, start learning and building your social media audience. So whether you're going to want to be earning money through your travels, you know, building a business, spreading a mission, you know, on a mission, spreading a message, working for a cause, whatever it is that your purpose for traveling, very likely you're going to want to be building a social media audience to be successful at it. If you want to learn photography and videography, we should have said this before, Skillshare is really awesome. You pay like a monthly subscription and then you get access to so many courses. So you can learn a lot of the stuff you're going to need to learn for this on Skillshare.
Tip number 7. Research and brainstorm your business ideas.
Being entrepreneurial and full-time travel, they go hand in hand often. So start figuring out kind of what those long-term goals are. What are the businesses that you want to build? What are the things that you want to be doing after you're doing full-time travel? So it'll help you to be strategic in planning in the brand that you're building and all of that. And yeah, just you have to earn money to live. So it's good to be thinking about that.
Number 8, the last one.
Final
This
tip.
is actually our favorite. It's just manifesting it. So it took us 5 years to even like be in the position we're in now. We talked about it. We kind of just
We've
had it.
So many conversations.
A lot of conversations just talking about traveling.
How we would make it work, why we would do it, where we would go. Mm-hmm. And I feel like with every conversation we had, it like became a little more like, maybe we can really do this. Maybe we will really do this. The idea seemed less and less crazy with every conversation. And more ideas would come to how we could make it happen by just talking about it and letting ourselves dream about it and just letting ourselves go there.
Just keep talking about it.
When it's in your mind, you're going to be more aware of opportunities that could come up that can help you to get to that point. And it's just been amazing how, like, once we decided, okay, we're actually going to do this, how many opportunities came up to help us to start to make this happen. Just like people reaching out to us on social media with amazing opportunities, things like that. So manifest it. Get on Pinterest, make your board of all the places you're gonna go. Let yourself dream a little. And leave a comment below with your favorite of the 8 tips, what you're gonna start doing right away.
And also, if you guys have any follow-up questions, comment below. Don't forget to subscribe.
Let us know how you liked this video. Is this something that you want to see more of, or just stick to the vlogs? Yeah. Do you want to know more behind the scenes about full-time travel? Let us know and we can make more videos for ya.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Share it. Thank you.
Adios. Pura vida.
Get out of here.
A little buzz shakes the week right off of me. Feeling up on the feeling of the heat, and we don't run. Just let it come naturally.